Indiana is 8 of 9 from 3 in the fourth quarter. Clark looking for assist number 10. Here's Duntis over to Hull. Duntis, not that time. Look at Lexi Hull darting in, but Agumake able to secure the rebound. Skylar Diggins-Smith can't rein into 3. The handoff to Clark, and Indiana firmly in control of this game. This crowd knows it. Clark bounces to Boston. Boston, 4 to shoot. Duntis step back is good. Timeout, Seattle. Indiana with a dominant fourth quarter performance. Let's take a listen in to sounds of the game for Caitlin Clark. Been a lot to celebrate this fourth quarter for Indiana. 8 of 9 from three-point range. Another big performance from Kelsey Mitchell, who has 27 points, is in 5 threes. Lexi Hull with a career high 22 off the bench. And the Indiana bench has been the difference today. Taking a look at the upcoming WNBA national TV schedule. Thursday on Prime, Wings Liberty at 7 Eastern. Friday on Ion, Sky taking on the Sun, Aces Lynx. And Saturday on CBS, it's Aces Sky at noon Eastern. For more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. I mean, Rebecca, as you see the way Indiana is playing as they continue to climb the standings, I don't think there's any doubt anymore about whether or not they're going to end up in the playoffs, even though the lead is just a modest 2.5 games. But the question is, how dangerous could they be come playoff time?
If you want to take a look at how a team is going to be doing at certain stretches of this season, look at their schedule. Look at their schedule, and this is a team that had a gauntlet to start the season and therefore struggled, and now second easiest remaining strength of schedule going down the stretch. But what did we see? We've seen them beat Phoenix, and here they're going to beat Seattle, 2 teams in the top half of the standings. It's not like these are just easy wins from teams at the bottom of the standings.
Another timeout taken. Seattle had emptied its bench, so I believe Indiana will now as well, which means Clark will finish with 9 assists. She was 1 assist away from tying the WNBA record of 3 straight games of at least 20 points and 10 assists. Courtney Vandersloot's record. You know, you think about the numbers for Clark, it's just amazing. No player in this league has ever averaged 15 points and 8 assists. She's going to obliterate that when this season's done. And Holly, Caitlin Clark, certainly familiar with records.
She's making a lot of records, but she's doing all kinds of unique things off the floor. She had a great break. She got to meet Aaron Judge, but I thought this was the cutest thing I saw all of the Olympic break. This is Caitlin Clark. She's signing a baby. It is a 2-week-old baby. She got to sign the onesie and hold the baby, and she was so hysterical. She's like, "Are you sure?" She didn't trust her, and I was like, you know, if there's anyone in the world that has good hands to hold this 2-week-old baby, it's probably Caitlin Clark.
Thanks for clarifying, because Caitlin Clark did not sign the baby. She signed the onesie.
The onesie.
Yes, yes.
But it was on the baby.
Well, yes.
There is a difference.
There it is.
Indiana outscoring Seattle 33-16 in the quarter. And Seattle will begin this second half of the season with a tough, tight loss against Atlanta, who also beat Connecticut today. Atlanta Dream trying to get something going out of the Olympic break.
Finally healthy. Jordan Canada back.
Yeah.
Ryan Howard is back.
And so Atlanta could end up factoring into the playoff race as well.
And Dallas. Satu Sabali is back. Like,
yep.
As are a number of their other players coming off of injury. Maddie Siegrist.
Clark, 23 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. It also gives her a 15th game of at least 15-5-5. Most of any player in the WNBA. Sabrina Ionescu next up with 9. Aliyah Boston, a career-high 8 assists today. Dantes unable to finish.
Aliyah Boston was outstanding. 15 boards as well. Single-digit scoring, but wow, her fingerprints all over this victory.
Mitchell with 27. 26 from Jewel Lloyd to lead the way for Seattle. And a jump ball. It is all cosmetic at this point. Fever use a huge fourth quarter to finally break through against the Storm. Indiana has scored 33 points thus far in this fourth. And they took what was a 1-point lead and turned it into a 17-point cushion. Crowd rising to its feet. Noelle Quinn and Christy Sides. I'm not sure that's a pleasant conversation over there. Noelle Quinn, I believe, is upset at Christy Sides for not immediately emptying her bench at that last time out. And Noelle Quinn having to be separated from Christy Sides. Remember at the 1-minute mark, Seattle had called a timeout and emptied their bench. The game was seemingly out of hand, and Christy Sides had left her players in the game until she realized Seattle had taken their starters out. Then she called a timeout and emptied their bench.
I think she thought Noelle Quinn was calling the timeout to advance the basketball, and you get so wrapped up in your own huddle, you don't necessarily recognize that the other team has emptied their bench.
A little drama at the end of the game with Noelle Quinn and Christy Sides. Now will they go back and shake hands again after that? Or does that count as the end of game group?
I don't know, but I certainly hope our cameras catch it.
Oh, they will. They're good. That will officially do it. Indiana gets its first win of the season against Seattle. 92-75 the final. As Christy Sides and Noelle Quinn exchange a long hug. And Pokey Chapman has some words as well for Christy Sides. But Indiana, with a huge fourth quarter, they outscore Seattle by 16 in the fourth. And they start the post-Olympic break with back-to-back wins against quality opponents. (92-75 the final.